How's your mother?
She's on her way out.
You all are. Act accordingly.
Yo, I didn't know how impossible doing your is every week. Yo, I'm so out of breath. Yo, welcome to Act Accordingly. It is your host, D Brown. As you can see, we have an empty chair. My boy Jay, the assassin Alonzo, is out on personal business. I think he snuck to Africa. He didn't tell me about it. Yes, he went to the motherland. he went to he went to Zamunda and didn't take me. He's trying to find him a queen. But he will be back for the next show. But we are still in the building, and it's gonna be me holding it down. We got a special guest. We have Patois in the background as well.
Of course, per usual.
How you feeling, Rachel Jim?
Man, today I'm
Tired? We tired like you working your ass off.
Like, I'm just
Booty gone.
No ass at all.
Nasatol.
You already know, I'm going to say, hang to your booty. By the end of December, hang to your booty.
That's it. Just know.
In December, right on time for a BBL.
Right on time for the BBL. Well, I look at it like this. I hope that the BBL comes in because I know the Patois site is coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. So we're gonna need the footages.
Yeah, gotta have a BBL with that.
Right. We ready. You already got. If Jay was here, he already know. You already got half the package ready to go. So definitely. So guys, this is a special episode. We have a beautiful guest. What I can't even stress enough how talented you are. So a personal friend of mine tapped me in, told me, yo, have my girl Brittany Soul on the show. I said, okay. I don't know what that means. Let me go find out.
Great.
Man, singer, poet. Man, I feel like you are wearing about 10 hats right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I love each hat for you. I love the journey.
Thank you.
I want everybody to just clap and welcome Brittany Soul to Act Accordingly.
Hello there.
You're.
Thank you.
Welcome to Act Accordingly. We appreciate you taking time out of your 1000% busy schedule. You are booked. You are very busy. You are black and highly favored out here right now.
Thank you. I
So,
receive all of this.
yes, definitely. Yeah,
all
hey,
of these
hey,
things.
just to let you know, Act Accordingly. We appreciate all of our black Nubian queens. So we take
Nice.
care of y'all.
That's
We
what's
want y'all
up.
to be celebrated. All right.
I love it. I already got water. Listen, walk through the door.
Hey, who gave you the water the minute you walked in? I knew I did that. A king did that. A Gemini king, by the way, guys. It's almost Gemini season for all the Geminis out there.
It is. And I'm right after with the Cancer,
Definitely. So we got a couple topics for tonight. Y'all already know how Act Accordingly goes. We pretty much will blend whatever's going on in the world. We'll hit you with a little bit of comedy. We're gonna do some chill vibes tonight. We're not taking it too seriously tonight, but we got Patois in the building. She's gonna be chiming in, letting us know how we feel about these topics that we about to hit tonight. And then after that, we're gonna get into Brittany, and then we're gonna find out what's going on with her. She's gonna catch us up, and then we're gonna end strong. And we might even get a live little surprise, a little something. All right. First, let's send some prayers out to Jamie Foxx again. We did that on a previous episode.
That's good.
And what's crazy about Jamie's situation is the family has been very tight-lipped. They've given you enough to just say send prayers, do that. But I feel like what we've been seeing in the media has been a lot of speculation. It hasn't been
not source.
Exactly. So the recent one was they said that they're preparing for the worst.
That's what, because he's still in the hospital. I saw that.
That scares me a little bit.
It's like, okay, what does
that mean?
It could literally, like you said, to your point, speculation could be like, okay, they made one move, or they called somebody with the insurance or just whatever. And it's like, oh, they think he's gonna,
I feel like maybe possibly, and this is once again speculation, y'all.
Yeah.
I feel like whatever's happening to Jamie, I don't think it's improving. And I don't think it's improving on a times table that they're expecting. So I think it's putting the family possibly in a tough situation.
Yeah.
But for that to be very specific like that, the wording like, hey, we are also preparing for the worst, send prayers, it's a little scary. But once again, we still haven't had an official person come and say,
Statement.
okay, guys, we are preparing. The family
That's
is
good.
preparing for the daughters, everybody that's been tapping in, like Corinne and the Annalise's, all of them. We haven't heard them say anything like that.
That's
So
true.
it's wild because we're almost at a point where we might lose Jamie Foxx. And I don't even like to say it. I don't want to.
That's crazy. That's for those that aren't very familiar with like the story, like ultimately what happened, because I've also seen the other side of this conversation. I know you guys talked about it
Is
already,
it the Diddy conspiracy?
No,
I don't want to bring that up.
No,
I'm trying not to.
no,
Look,
no.
Look, YouTube goes into a wild place at night.
No, this is more like Twitter during the day.
Oh, Twitter,
But
Black Twitter is crazy with it too.
This isn't regarding his condition. It's regarding the narrative, and the narrative that was going around was, oh, Jamie, this experience happened, and then like shortly after that, they had someone come in and finish the movie, so they took away from that.
Right.
Oh, well, you're replaceable, and I
also, I think someone stepped in and did the Shazam show for him, or like that's what I'm saying. It's almost like
it's all about, it's the narrative that I'm, you know what I mean, like but the real question is, if there's not been a statement, we don't know what's going on.
I feel like we should just stay clear.
Yeah,
pray, send prayers over there. Until then, May 3rd was the last Instagram message, and this is me. I think it's the team. I don't think Jamie Foxx sent that. Wait, come on, he got
a team.
Yeah, he got a team for a reason. But I'm blessed. It was very particular though. It said, hey, I'm good. I'm blessed. I think that's to keep us at ease. Stay out our business. This
give
family,
us a moment.
This the Fox family business kind of deal. But I definitely want to send the additional prayers because I think where there's so much going on, we forget that we have like a real genuine superstar down bad right now.
Yeah,
definitely he needed. Let's talk about JD and Puff Daddy finally getting their verses. Let's talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about that. So I'm an 80s baby.
Same.
Okay, we got 80s babies, and we got people that grew up on 90s R&B and the 112s and the Totals and the Escapes and the Brats and all that.
All the things.
So there's a lot of people that feel like this is the verses that we really wanted to see. Besides JD, was there anybody else you would have picked for Puff Daddy to go up against?
Let's see if she wants to chime in, because I gotta think about that.
Definitely. I'm gonna ask Patois. Patois already know, because we do 20 for 20 battles. We this is what we do, and I feel like the perfect one would have been, honestly, I wanted Dre. I wanted Dre and Diddy. That's what I wanted.
Okay.
I wanted the Dre and Diddy to happen, but I think Jermaine Dupri got so much tucked in as a producer. If we're looking at it from a producer standpoint, Puffy's production versus JD's production, JD got something locked in the chamber. He got a hot 20.
Timbaland. This is
Timbaland already went against Swiss. Though.
I know.
Okay.
So but it's like, I know. It's like, this is a tough one.
And it's Puff. It's Puff. The remixes. Like the 90s is Puff. Puff owned that. He ran that. But then again, there was the end. There was the other half of the coin. Jermaine Dupri was running it too.
Right. And he dated Janet Jackson.
Come on now.
So there's that.
Come on. So my thing is, do you feel like there should have been somebody else to step in, or this is ultimately the best competition for?
I'm torn, because I feel like,
and they're both artists too. They both rhyme.
I feel like I'm kind of like in between. I feel like there probably is someone I'm not thinking about right now, because I didn't think about that question. Yeah. But it's still a good match. At the end of the day, it's still a good match.
Who you taking? It's okay. Who you taking?
Probably Diddy.
You taking Diddy?
I'm probably gonna.
I think everybody's taking Diddy. Patois.
Not everybody.
Patois, who you taking?
Jermaine has some slaps.
Jermaine got slaps, and we don't know the rules.
Yeah, so
that's true.
But some other producers that I was thinking, Babyface,
right?
He's like in everybody's music,
right?
Our creative director over here said Quincy Jones, which
Quincy would have been powerful.
I feel like nobody should be able to go against Quincy. Like,
no,
Quincy
and he's in there. He's goated in the. That's it.
In there like swimwear.
And I was also thinking
Jazzy Faye too. Okay. I like those selections. I think I wanted it. I think it's more of an era thing. I think that's why ultimately, and plus these are the only two that have not stepped into the versus arena. So
I feel like there's plenty more that's coming though.
So I think okay, hold on. Versus when it in the initial, the 2020 where we can't go outside versus
Right.
was fire.
Okay, that's fair.
Right.
That's fair.
And then we came back outside. So then it was like, okay, maybe I can miss this versus. I don't have to catch each versus that you
You're gonna
guys are
catch
hitting
the
me with.
memes the next day. You're gonna be like, oh, that's what happened.
Also, I think versus is still one of those kind of like those platforms where it kind of helps your career. It
Oh, yeah.
resurges you.
Not only that, but with the whole what Ray J said, like basically
That whole
it
night.
helped people's careers
Hey, that
that
whole
were
night.
not even
That whole night. I think
Versing.
I think every black person on earth watched that versus the Ray J, all of them. First off, they were bonus. I never seen a bonus people
They said,
in a
let me get
versus.
some of this.
They said, hey, let's have a bonus match because they could have did that was a one-off. Sammy and them and Bobby V and them.
That was a whole concert.
Yeah.
But
wait,
No, that
which
was a
part? The
tour.
Omarion eating the watermelon?
That's
or-
all the things. There's so many memes. Speaking of what's trending real quick,
Right.
another thing that I'm noticing, a lot of celebrities that are like really like jumping their career or like, putting them in the forefront are their dances at their shows.
Of course.
Like somebody put a little compilation together with weird dance moves from our beloved celebrities, and they
Yeah.
were all hilarious.
But you know what? My thing is, isn't that like what you're supposed to do? You're supposed
You
to basically.
dance.
This is a TikTok
world.
esque world now.
Yes,
So
it
my thing
is.
is, if you don't got a catchy track, you better have a dance to go with some of this joint,
Or make people dance.
or make people dance, or do something. So I feel
Fair.
like now it's monkey see, monkey do,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
which that's
It's
not
probably-
new. That we've
Yeah, I
been
was gonna say,
doing.
we probably been doing.
We've been doing. Hey, do this dance. We do the Soldier Boy. Oh, do this. Do the Cupid Shuffle. We always been this way.
Yeah.
But now it relies on you getting views and getting subscribers and getting likes and blowing
yes.
up.
Yes, indeedy.
Definitely. Okay. Versus, I'm looking forward to the Diddy joint, and I'm gonna answer my own question.
Yeah.
I think Diddy might smoke him. I
Yeah.
think Diddy gonna smoke Jermaine Dupri because Diddy in his own way
I
with
think-
the videos, his dances, and all that. Diddy had like a charismatic
Yeah.
kind of vibe to him. He knew how to put it on.
I think it's the production aspect of whatever, as far as like what we know. But I think also based on what we just talked about with the other verses,
Yeah.
Diddy gonna have something silly or funny or
Something tough.
to say,
Yeah.
or he's gonna do some. This is just my prediction, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's entertaining. He's definitely
gonna
entertaining.
do something humorous,
Yeah.
and we're gonna be talking about it the next.
But I'm not gonna sit here and cap Jermaine Dupri.
He got some. Oh yeah,
Man,
absolutely.
and we're talking R&B, we're talking remixes, we're talking about rhyming, man, money and the thing, and man,
especially.
and we're talking about special guests now. Now, see, Puffy,
Oh.
hey, and now I'm about to slander him. Puffy, I don't know what
Wait.
you're doing with those 360 bad boy deals. I don't know which artist still kicking with you. Mace don't like you. I don't know who's
Dang.
still kicking with you, but hopefully you can get Total or Carl Thomas or one of them on stage with you. It's not they all just bad. They want their money. And obviously,
I mean, it's an opportunity. It's a platform.
yeah, R.I.P. Biggie, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Black Rob, R.I.P. Just
Yeah.
shout out to Shine who went. He took it for Diddy. He took that one for Diddy, and I think Diddy took care of him.
I don't know about that.
I think he did because
Dang.
they met and he linked up with Loon. When Loon got out of jail, he linked up with Loon. I don't like how he handled the Black Rob situation though. I don't like that. He let Black
I know,
Rob.
like, whoa, but tell me, like, what happened?
So Black Rob was sickly. Right when we lost X, we really just lost like Black Rob, like I think like within the same space. And he was asking and begging for help. Like he was reaching out, and people I think started to go fund me, stuff like that. And they were like, Diddy didn't chime in, and
Mhm.
He don't got to.
he don't. I
We
feel
just,
it.
like, if a
I want to
old
hear your
friend-
thought. Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, we went to high school together.
Yeah, you made whoa. So
Damn,
yeah,
like,
I know.
whoa.
Like, you made whoa. Yeah, that was cool back then.
Oh my
What was
God.
cool, hey,
We still be using it on IG stories.
right.
But
Which yeah, you made Espacio. That was tight. Yeah.
What was my favorite versus battle?
My favorite out of all of the ones.
Mm.
Come on, man. Yo,
I
Jada
like-
Kiss versus all of Dipset. That's it. Jada Kiss. I'm a correction. I'm sorry. The Locks versus Diplomats is my favorite verses. But in terms of the performance element of it all, top three, I like the I actually liked E40 and Too Short. That actually was good.
Mhm.
That wasn't too bad. And I also liked I liked Earth, Wind and Fire and and Isley Brothers too. That it was your mama, your aunties. It was the one. It was the one. It was the one. SWV and Escape was actually really classy too.
Yeah.
It's hard. I can't choose. Like,
and Brandy is one of my favorites.
ooh, the
lyric,
Brandy-
the vocal Bible is what they call her.
Brandy and Monica was giving like a weird
didn't-
vibe though. They looked like they were
Well,
getting along, but
fair.
not getting
No,
along.
Fair. And that's a
Yeah.
fair assessment. And I do not like whatever Brandy had on, but let's stop. But this is my girl though. This is my girl.
Right.
And out of and to be honest, they both definitely as 80s, 90s.
Right. That was
They
it.
still, I'm sorry,
The
but
boy
they,
is mine.
They
Come
put
on
it
now.
on, but when I was 13, 14,
Brandy's album
I
was
became
harder
a
though.
BMI writer, 14, 15 years old.
Hey.
They weren't too much older than what I was. And I'm
Right.
like, shoot, if they're doing this,
Absolutely.
I want to sit on the curb and like this, you know?
Right. Absolutely.
I want to sit on, and be like, and whatnot. But
Before I segue into our next thing,
Yeah.
what was your favorite verses, Patois?
So I gotta represent for my city.
Okay.
Well, not really my city, I guess my state, and I don't claim it, but I love Bone Thugs and Harmony.
That was a lot of drama.
It was a lot of drama,
but it was good.
who did they verse?
3-6?
Mafia.
Yeah.
I
It was good. It was good.
But
Controversy though, but it was
why
good.
though? Why was it controversy?
They were fighting. It was a fight.
We were
Like,
they
you
were in
mean
the
like,
same room.
like a dance off,
No, a fight.
It was a fight.
a whole fight.
like a physical fight. I'm sorry. This is for the viewers that did not know.
One of them got, taken off the stage.
This what we doing?
Yeah.
On the verses. On the
They
verses.
should have had food. I think it would have been different.
It was a little sneak distance, and it was just a lot going on. But
That's
that actually
excessive.
was one of my favorites because I love Bone.
Right.
I
Right.
love Bone too. Bone.
I think I seen Bone at Brooklyn Bowl. I did see Bone at Brooklyn
I
Bowl,
wanna
but
do
it
it
wasn't
again.
all of them. And it's
That's a
the
different-
Wu-Tang thing. It's like I signed up to get all of y'all and
2 or 3.
Busy ain't there or
They like
Crazy
who,
ain't there.
Who all gonna be there?
Yeah, you got to find out which bones is showing up. You're like, y'all not all here, like so that. But
So Bone, and I don't remember, right? Who did D'Angelo go against, or was that like a solo thing?
D'Angelo did a solo night, and it was D'Angelo and Friends.
Method Man came out.
That was and D'Angelo. To your credit,
Yeah.
a lot of people say something weird like, "Hey, D'Angelo don't have 20 hits to hit you with," but that night proved everybody wrong. D'Angelo rocked it.
But D'Angelo and Maxwell would have been cool to listen.
That's my boy.
Listen, and to be honest, that would have been hard.
That would have been.
That one
that
would
would've
have been
been the one.
hard. We would have been singing both of them, like just yes, let's go.
Listen to me. That would have been the one.
That would have been the one that's like, yeah, just like with the Erica and the Jill. It's like,
Oh yeah.
okay,
yeah,
but
yeah,
we
yeah.
love both of y'all.
I forgot about the.
But we
Erica
love
and the
both
Jill.
of y'all.
Yeah,
So
this ain't really a versus at that point. It becomes a celebration. of
it
music
is
at that point.
And at the end of the day, it's what it's about. It shouldn't be about fighting over not having food. And I'm hungry.
No, they were just fighting to fight. Yeah, I want you to just catch a clip of it.
I am.
Yeah, and I promise you, when you see it, you're gonna be like, I would have fought too. You ain't gonna say that to me on the
Alright.
verses.
The creative director out there said Gucci Mane. I was nervous at home.
Yo,
Gucci and Jeezy, I was nervous at home. Like,
Gucci-
somebody's gonna get shot.
Gucci and Jeezy was tense. That was a
It
tense
was
one.
fresh.
That was the one where Swiss and them, they do like the after verses and they
Okay.
go on live. They were like, "Yo, King, this could have went in a different direction than that. This was the one
The
that could have went
commentators.
left." Yeah, they just, man, that's their baby, and they just be watching because they're fans too.
Yeah.
They were like, this
the
I don't know
one.
if this was the one that we should have did, but I'm glad we did it. And they squashed it. The olive branch and
Very good.
everything was squashed. But that
Very-
beef, that was, I would have never thought.
Gucci. It was Gucci for me.
Yeah, it was the way he handled it.
Oh, he was ready. No
He was
problem.
ready.
No problem.
He was ready. They were ready. They were ready. That
That's
that could have
good.
cooked. That could have cooked. Jenny Mai was texting Jeezy like, "You okay? You think everything's gonna be good?"
I have a question too. Like since
Yeah.
we're on this topic, before
Yeah,
we leave this topic,
absolutely.
who Miguel?
Miguel. Honestly, with Miguel is one of those R&B acts that's solid. You know what I'm saying? And you want a solid 20 out of him. And Miguel was in that pocket where I think I would do. Nah, I wouldn't do Bryson. I wouldn't do any of the new cats.
Yeah,
I would say Rihanna.
Okay.
Miguel and Rihanna.
Yeah.
Okay. I could
I
do.
don't know why, but it would be
I
a
really
vibe.
wanted. I was kind of hoping that it'll be like a Beyonce Rihanna versus.
That would be, you talk about friction.
Yeah, I know.
Talk about
I'm all about. I'm
friction.
all about controversy. I'm all about friction. But when it comes to like R&B,
Mm-hmm.
man, if we're not, no, because we're talking pure singing, no
Mhm.
dancing, no nothing. And Miguel
Miguel brings
he
that.
kind of brings that
Um,
gravitas to it. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know who I
I
would
don't-
do. That's
And
a
we'll
wild
think
one.
about it later. Be like, oh yeah, so-
No. I got options. It would be definitely somebody that's on that Miguel level. That kind of
Yeah.
has that vibe where it's a hippie vibe, but it's still.
But it's
I would have did
dance.
Frank Ocean. I would have did Frank Ocean if he was in the right frame of mind. No.
Not
with Miguel.
not
Um,
Are we doing
When
more?
I think dancing, I'm thinking Chris. I'm thinking Usher. I'm thinking
No,
like,
but that's what I'm saying. Miguel don't really dance.
But they're on a
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just it's just you got to find the pocket that they both
that
belong to.
vibe.
Now, I'm a segue. What if Usher and what if Chris Breezy had a versus?
What, that's not in order. That's not already.
I feel like they
Happening?
were already kind of
Working on
teasing it. I feel like last weekend was the prep work to get us invested because I don't know if you know, Usher celebrated Chris Brown's birthday at Skate Rock City on Boulder Highway. Which, first off, what are y'all doing on Boulder Highway? But we only got 2 skate parks
because
here.
it's only 2.
It's either that or the one on Rancho.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah,
Wow.
which by the way, Floyd Mayweather
Interesting.
There
all the time. Which
You see
he
who all
saved
the
that
time?
place. He saved that place.
Oh.
Yeah, that place was about to be gone
I know.
if he didn't step in.
It kind of was, but anyway.
No. I still went though. I did.
No. It kind of was gone before.
Oh, it was gone.
Yeah,
It
no,
was
the
gone.
kids just went recently.
Yeah, most definitely. But my thing is, now that we are trying to unpack what we thought happened, everybody said allegedly Chris Brown's people attacked Usher. Obviously, there's no footage, so this is allegedly. We're in alleged land. We do see the argument.
Allegedly.
Alleged land. We do see the argument though. Was something transpired between Chris Brown and Tiana Taylor? Usher stepped in because Usher, it's Usher, man. It's like, yo, bro, what we doing?
Yeah,
What's happening
this
here?
ain't what you want.
And it got loud. But do you feel it was real, or do you feel it was staged for a possible versus?
I think there's a lot more that is publicity
Yeah.
than we think. I'm gonna
Right.
start there.
Right.
I think, and it's not just in the singers and the rappers, and I mean in entertainment, period.
Right.
That's my personal opinion.
Right.
I think, well, one thing before I answer that,
Yeah.
Chris Brown finds himself in controversy a lot.
Yo, I'm not defending. First off, shout outs to everybody with the last name Brown.
He's like, the bees, I don't want the bees.
Let's protect all the light skinned Browns and the dark skinned Browns. Everybody with the last name Brown.
No
I'm here.
hatred.
Look,
No
we
hatred.
understand. We get ourselves into weird situations.
Because our last names are Brown.
Yeah.
My last name's not Brown, but I'm just saying, like,
All I'm saying is Chris made a mistake. Obviously.
Which one are we talking? I'm not even talking about Rihanna.
No. All I'm saying is,
which one you?
I don't think Chris can actually live that down now that has happened.
Which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about Chris Brown and Rihanna.
Oh,
but,
I'm not.
But now I'm going to speed it up. I
not.
feel like now Chris finds himself in weird situations.
See, this is the thing.
And you don't know what's
wasn't
real
even thinking
versus
about.
You don't know what's real versus like Chris Brown could yell at a female and they'll be like this. Oh, Chris Brown assaulted a female. You know what I'm saying? It could be weird.
You
like
think
that.
he's at that level of being such a public figure that he could blink wrong and people be like,
automatically. And guess who they gonna blame first?
And not
Chris
only
Brown.
that, but I think that a lot. I'm gonna to your point, right?
Right.
Just having a little insight somewhat into the entertainment industry
Right.
in certain ways. There are some people that really be doing this stuff.
Right.
But they have great PR teams.
Right.
And you don't hear nothing.
Right.
But then there are people that, to your point, blink wrong.
Right. Where your PR team at?
And sometimes it's the PR team is like, look, you can't stop lemons from coming. We're gonna make lemonade every time.
Got you.
We're gonna spin this, and we're talking to the man in the mirror.
I feel like it didn't need to get spinned. I felt like it's already Lovers and Friends weekend.
Yeah.
And both of them, their sets are literally right after each other. So
So all
back
this,
to back. So all it
this
did was, okay, is
fuel the fire.
Is Usher gonna
What
be
are
there?
you-
Is Usher gonna be limping, or like what's happening? Are you thinking like, yo, is Usher gonna have a black eye? You thinking like the worst for like Lovers and Friends? And then you see that Lovers and Friends go on and everything
It's
is
beautiful.
perfectly fine. Music.
So yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I think there possibly could be a degree of publicity in this, and even in the situation with the award show where he made the comments about Robert Glasper,
right?
Which, you know what I mean? I feel like some of it is like they're
But
using it.
He scaled it back always. He always apologized when he's in the wrong. He said, "Look, we all
I didn't know.
We're in the age of Twitter fingers. We basically will say anything, whatever's on our brain." And Chris Brown is that young where I'm gonna just say whatever I'm thinking.
How young is he now? When you say
what?
that?
Chris is like what? Yeah, 30 something.
So
Yeah, that's young.
Okay, but Usher's been in the game. Well, I'm just saying there are other people that handle things under
He
pressure.
Ain't Usher Raymond, no.
No, that's true. I'm not. That's why I stopped that.
Usher, no. Usher Raymond does handle his stuff.
It's about and to be honest, I may be in the news at some point behind something I'm accused of. So I'm not putting it past anybody.
The problem with being a celebrity, as you know, is
comes with the territory.
It comes with, that's the package. A lot of people don't even want to be fake. This is why we got ghostwriters. We got people in the back. Like, I don't
even want it. Yeah,
I don't want
I'm
it.
okay, but I want to be clear that I'm not perfect. So as I'm listening, I'm not perfect. So, but yeah, I just meant I wasn't even referring to the Rihanna situation.
Absolutely.
I forgave.
But I
forgave. She forgave. We forgave.
I feel like everybody has forgiven Chris, but I don't think everyone has forgiven Chris. I feel everybody still hates Chris. Shout out to Chris Rock. I feel like it. But my thing is, no matter what, once you hear it, Usher and Chris Brown got into a scuffle. It's Chris' fault. Like automatically.
But sometimes people play off the bad boy. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel it.
I get it. I feel it. I don't know. When I meet Chris Brown and Usher, I'm gonna have a little discussion.
I will let Trey Songz go against Miguel, by the way.
Oh,
I will let Trey do it. I'll let Trey do it. Just to swirl it back.
I think you did good.
Yeah, I think they got enough crooning. That's the crooner. No,
you did good.
And they always in the same space. Like if there's like a festival, if there's R&B festival, Miguel gets booked. Man, Trey Songz get booked.
I seen Miguel live too, and he was great.
Kills it. I see Maxwell live too.
Really?
At the
Did he do some dances?
Man, when I tell you it was brilliant,
it was amazing. I heard nothing but good things about it.
It was brilliant. You ain't see that last one when he was down on his knee?
I did when he was doing.
he was doing
again with what I mentioned earlier. He was on that list.
He was that
was
list.
Tank. It was Maxwell. It was obviously Genuine.
Absolutely. Oh, Genuine needs to calm down.
It was.
In fact, we need to check on Genuine. He fell off stage. We haven't seen him since. He's gone.
No, don't say that when the world is Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, no, he's not gone.
Simmer down,
he's
guys.
He's not gone. But wait,
simmer down.
The Genuine now is a shadow of his former self. This ain't our Genuine. This ain't Pony Genuine. This ain't none of your friends' business Genuine. This
but
is
what if
Uncle.
He's been this all along, and we
no. Don't do that from him. Look, yo, King Genuine King. You were the GOAT. You had it. What we're seeing now, where you're not even singing the records, you're whatever dances you're doing.
It's a TikTok world.
Yeah, it's TikTokable at best right now.
That's what we're doing. TikTok.
But I love the way they edit all his stuff. The one where he did the spin and then he drops it. And but yes, Genuine, heal. I know you fell off stage. I know you're fine. Don't trip. We good. Just watch where you going, King. So. You getting older now. You can't be falling off stages. You can't be doing all that. All right, so I'm gonna segue into. We had two major festivals in Vegas. We had Reggae in the Desert,
yes,
and we had Lovers and Friends in the same weekend. Patois, this question's for you. Out of those two, which one you going to?
I would have went to Lovers and Friends.
Yeah,
because Reggae in the Desert has not had any good.
We getting the C tier.
I'm sorry, I don't want to keep seeing J Boog.
Right.
How many times we gonna do it again?
Or the Marley cousin, like the cousin
like,
of Damian Marley, or
anyone whose last name is Marley
is gonna be at Reggae in the Desert.
We support you, no?
Right. Right. I feel it. Wayne Wonders. I want all of them there.
Ooh, Wayne Wonders.
I'll take Wayne Wonders. Yeah. I want Sean Paul's, but Sean Paul be at Lovers and Friends. He be at Lovers and Friends.
The last one that I went to, Taurus Riley was there.
Right.
Sizzler was there.
You're right.
Ooh.
Who wants to see Yellow Man? Not me. But
this ain't me talking.
He be on Fremont. performing.
I
too,
feel
after.
it. I feel it. Listen
But
to
I
me.
just need them to get some better people to come. I don't like Hawaiian reggae music.
Right. I got you.
If I want to see reggae in the desert, you already know who I want to see.
They should basically. Well, I feel like some of the artists that they book for Reggae and Desert should stay at Pure Aloha. That's yours.
Oh,
Stay
That
there.
part, that
Stay
part.
there.
That part.
But on the reggae side, I feel like
I know someone's available.
we deserve our island people to pull up. Like
Yeah.
this is an event that we celebrate every year. We want top acts. We want the
that's
bounties.
fair.
We want Beanie. Oh, Bounty Killer and Beanie Man was a good versus. That was an amazing versus.
Mm.
So the, the internet never cooperates with the verses with Nelly Wi-Fi, all that stuff. Nelly's Wi-Fi was horrible with the Ludacris battle, but I digress. All I'm saying is I agree with horrible. He was working on a hotspot.
Mm.
Anywho, I really honestly believe Reggae in the Desert deserves to be on a higher plane of prestigiousness when it comes to the acts. And lately they've been kind of, we're just gonna dial this one in. We're gonna just have a couple bands and do this and do that. I feel like we
Especially
deserve more.
if they knew once they found out that Lovers and Friends. I want to say that it was my first time at Reggae in the Desert.
Which you did go. Which you do go. That's why I
did.
segue.
And I got free tickets. I'm not hating on nobody.
was
I
early
enjoyed
this year.
myself.
Yeah,
But
Normally it's in June. Normally it's like the
and
first
you
week
know
of
what?
June.
A lot of people appreciated that it wasn't in the heat of the summer.
yeah. That last Lovers
because
and
I
Friends.
heard
Woo.
about it and the drinks were strong. But
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
So they're powerful.
Somebody tried to tell me this little box was like a Capri Sun for adults. And I was like, I love Capri Sun.
Can we just
I
talk
think
about?
I got one in my purse.
Look, we had a celebration of Capri Suns in like a couple episodes. They're goated. Capri
Listen,
Suns are
I like
good.
Capri Suns. My kids make fun of me, but it is what it is.
I will drink your son's Capri Sun if you got me over there.
But it's like
and I'm
it
dating
was
a single
like-
mom. I'm drinking on your kids. I'm eating your kids' snacks.
My
That's what I'm
kids-
going to do. The snacks
He
gone.
said if I'm dating a single,
I'm dating a single mom.
are you buying said snacks?
No,
as
all
well?
I will reimburse snacks though. I do. I reimburse.
Replenish?
Snacks. I replenish snacks. But if it's nighttime and the feeling's right, I'm a Melvin your Capri Suns. I'm a Melvin them joints. Like,
I can't do with you. I cannot. But I had a good time at Reggae in the Desert.
I'm happy you had a good
I
time.
really
It
did.
did look like a nice vibe though.
And well, I mean, being that it was my first time and it wasn't in the heat of the summer,
Right.
I guess I was able to enjoy it as a first time experience and all of that.
It
But,
looked nice.
but Lovers and Friends, I saw some footage.
It looked really good.
I saw some of the names like JoJo.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, come on, like the list of names.
The list was
just-
incredible.
I'm
The
like,
list was incredible. The
this
only
is-
person that I saw that wasn't enthusiastic about being there at all was Summer Walker. What was going on with
But
her
isn't
set?
she shy?
Oh,
she's
she
She has like social
anxiety.
Oh.
Yeah, I
She
seen
have a stage presence.
on Tiny
Okay.
Desk. Was it Tiny Desk? It was either Tiny Desk. Yeah. It
I
was
gotta
Tiny-
watch her Tiny
But
Desk.
they were talking about. I was watching something. Tiny Desk go hard. I just want to.
Tiny
Y'all
Desk
might see
is-
me on there soon. But
Let's go.
but no, that's how actually I got exposed to her.
Mhm.
I think I was hearing one of the songs on the radio. This was obviously some time ago,
Yeah.
but I'm like, who is this girl? She sounds really good. She's just looking like she looks like.
So she doesn't have
And I'm
that.
like, what
she
is-
doesn't have the
She's
it factor.
extremely shy.
I was gonna say that she almost like quit
Yeah.
because she did.
Okay.
I think she did like the black carpet at Soul Train, and they just were so mean to her because she's awkward, she's shy,
Got
she's
you.
socially-
Yeah.
you know.
You know what I think Summer Walker should do? I think Summer Walker should mix it up then. If you know like you're the shy person, have like a chair or like something cool like a couch and then sit there and like make love to the audience. Like just
Like-
keep the eye contact
like
going. We
her-
don't need you to dance. We don't need you to do anything. The kind of like a her.
wore sunglasses for like most of, and you know what?
I love me some her. I love
I love you. Okay, sorry.
hey, damn, it's my joint.
But
That's my
the
joint.
her but the sunglasses can help with.
right. I feel
Except
like
that was
she-
probably her.
I think
yeah.
this is where the team steps in. Maybe like a PR team or somebody steps in and just
I'm
be like,
sure they
hey, let's
tried.
change your image.
I
Let's,
don't know.
let's do this. Now we want you to make love to the audience. Maybe you could like, blow a little something like.
Festivals are not her thing.
There's
Everybody
a
can't do
difference.
festivals. Her
I
and
agree.
Spice needs to stop doing festivals.
Right.
Put Summer Walker in an intimate setting.
Yeah.
There you
It's
go.
not
I
like a-
love
it's not
Intimate,
like a
but in a
organic.
space where she feels comfortable. Because sometimes intimate is worse when it comes to.
But I think
a-
like a smaller audience.
I love both intimate and festivals.
I feel
when
like
do
I feel
them,
like
but I do
intimate.
like intimate
I
spaces.
love intimate spaces. I
Yeah.
feel like the intimate space between the Brooklyn Bowls,
Yeah, yeah.
even my
House of
property, Chelsea House of Blues, those type of concerts is sign
It's a
me up.
lot.
I love
Yeah,
it.
I love
I hope they start bringing like the concert by the pool a little bit
Yeah.
more. Like I know the M Resort is starting to do them. Ti just announced he's gonna do a concert series by the pool.
I don't know if it's the Palms, but there's some other
Right.
situation coming too.
Yo, let's get it. Like
To
I'm down for
Vegas.
and Nelly already rocked it at M. So I'm like, okay,
yeah.
Nelly, you rocked it at M. All right, Ti, now it's your turn. Don't do anything crazy over there. That's that one's special because it's quiet over there. They not
That's
used
a nice
to nothing.
pool too.
Yeah, they got good
You got
cabanas
the
for the
little
low.
private,
Right.
You got the
It's-
private cabanas with a little pool.
Thank you. So I'm
and
just
some fruit.
so I'm hearing I feel like for the place that we live in, Vegas,
Oh yeah, we got
the pool concert is where it's at. Even the reggae joint downtown is dope. The one that they do the reggae on the roof.
Oh, I haven't been.
Try that.
I still want to get to a Mandalay Bay pool beach
Bomb.
concert. And I
bomb,
worked there at a point.
Bomb. If you're not bitter, go to one. They got
I'm
it.
not. No.
The Mandalay
It's all
Beach
good.
joints be different.
That's what I'm trying to do. That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to do.
Definitely.
Actually, wait. I'm sorry. I did go to, and it was Plies. Actually, I know I said that like
that's the most random artist that I wasn't even expecting you to say
Again,
Plies.
it was
I saw Plies by the pool.
a free ticket. So anyway, I went and I'm like
singing his favorite "Bust It Baby." One of the top 5 joints.
I was like, listen,
or make it wet. What was the other one?
I don't even know. I just know people were. I was in the pool. I ain't even going.
Definitely, but you was having a good time.
I did.
As long as she was having a good time.
I was confused. I was concerned. But I was enjoying myself.
Definitely. Well, how about this? More that I'm gonna answer the question I posed before. That's why I said lovers and friends. If you had a
lovers and friends, don't even get the question out. But I did enjoy myself.
Listen, I'm gonna say it like this: I am officially old now, and all I'm gonna say is, I went to Lovers and Friends last year. It was dope. It was great to see all those artists combine
do their thing
and just form Voltron like that. I think my phobia of people is my problem. I don't like.
Are you Summer? Are you Summer Walker?
Yeah, I'm Summer Walker. So Summer, I got you, boo. I feel you, Summer. I'm not gonna attack you. It's not your fault. Just a lot of people do make me low key kind of nervous.
Is it just a lot?
I think reggae.
Crowds?
I think reggae. If Reggae in the Desert could get better acts, I think Reggae in the Desert is more my vibe.
Okay.
Because I sat Lovers and Friends out this year because I think I just didn't want to relive the fake trample situation that happened last year.
Oh yeah.
It was. Like it was kind of it's pandemonium going from one stage to another stage, and I'm not talking from a VIP standpoint because I did VIP for what's the rap one that we had, Day in Vegas. So I went to Day in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
And Day in Vegas 2 got canceled, but Day in Vegas. Oh no, Day in Vegas 2 happened. Day in Vegas 3 got canceled, right? Yeah. Anyway, one of them got canceled.
It was at that one area.
Same thing, the fairgrounds.
Okay.
The same fairground, but just. I don't know, man. There's something about like that type of like festival space. The energy didn't agree with me. Agree with me. So that's where I was going with that. All I was gonna say is,
say something.
Go ahead.
Can they give them some grass out there?
Something instead of sitting on the cement. Oh, it's so
bad.
The fairgrounds.
I thought they did.
So some of it got grass, but it's not a lot of it. It's not a lot.
Oh,
it's not a lot. They try to put a little bit of. They were trying to do like some VIP, get the Astro. Yeah, VIP, get the grass, and then a little bit of the grass creeps out, so you can kind of sneak on some of the grass when you like
own grass.
Bring your own. Don't worry, everybody did bring their own grass though.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. It was a day in Vegas.
You can chill at Reggae in the Desert.
Right. I think that that's just
and it's an all ages event.
Right.
There's no I actually ran into so people ran into me is what kind of happened because when I was checking in to like get my wrist or whatever to check in at the front, people already Brittany saw. I'm like, Lord,
there you go.
I can't go nowhere.
Yeah, this is it. This is what you was asking for. This is what you want.
I don't know that I asked for it, but
you want them tiny desks? You want to get recognized?
Yeah, I do. I do want tiny desks. But I was gonna say by 10 minutes in, like 10 people are already like, hey, Brittany Soul. So I'm like, okay, that feels good in a way, but at the same time, I'm trying to be low key. Like, I just want to chill. But
Feel you.
it was a good overall it was a good experience, and the fact that it wasn't overly crowded, possibly because the other festival was going on, possibly because they wanted a bigger headliner, because a few people did say that while we were there. But there were some people I ran into that had met me at an event from years ago, months ago, years ago, and they had their kids, and they're like, we've been coming for years.
Yeah,
their kids are playing around.
I think Reggae in the Desert, if we're talking about in terms of like legacy and stuff, no matter what, people are going to Reggae in the Desert no matter what. I think
so.
They don't even care what the lineup is. They just want to get out the house and just go. Is there gonna be Jamaican food there? I'm going.
And that food was good.
The food's always busting.
Yeah,
we know what we going there for. We know my family's West Indian, my family's Jamaican.
Oh,
so
nice.
Yeah,
Me
yeah,
too.
yeah.
I found out.
Yeah.
I'm not very familiar with the culture, but
hey, Jamaica.
Hello.
Go find out where your roots is.
I know.
Where your roots be.
Jamaica.
Go find out what your soul do.
What they soul do. Yes.
But, I want to talk about Cardi. We ain't gonna talk about Barty that long, but Barty ain't made no album since 2018. Barty's turning into the new Rihanna. So I guess she announced that an album's coming out. Okay. I feel like, we brought this up on other shows, where Cardi B is at. Cardi B technically doesn't need to make an album. Cardi B knows to just drop singles and be on features. As long as you dropping heat and you staying relevant, albums are irrelevant. Because
maybe something happened, and she feels like she got to get a lot off her chest. Because Lemonade, was prompted by some circumstantials.
Yeah, but we know what that was about.
We do,
and they turned it into money. You know what I'm saying?
We made Lemonade, absolutely. But that maybe there's some things going on with Cardi.
Okay,
maybe there's some things she want to get off her chest.
I think I might be misquoting you. I saw something where if you have poetry, you have a creative space for your words. It's always good to express it, right?
Yes.
This is what artists do. So if you have something that you need to get off, get it off.
I also say, I'm an advocate for people, even if you don't identify yourself as a writer or an artist, I'm an advocate for people using creative expression.
Right.
But one other thing I say is I believe in impressing to express, meaning like if you read books, I think you would be good at writing.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you want to go off to be a first-time bestseller. That's not the point. The point is things are being impressed within you, and like humans in all of our systems, what goes in, something's supposed to come out.
I got you.
And that's just my opinion.
I'm here for it. My thing is she's given us countless hits.
Yeah.
WAP. all the jams, all the joints. So my thing is, we know Cardi B works well with other artists. So I'm not gonna say excited, but I don't mind Cardi B finally
dropping a new.
It's time to drop something.
You think it's gonna do well?
The first one was a monster hit.
Yeah,
her first album went diamond.
Sure.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Sure. First one is a monster hit. Yeah. So my thing is, how do you follow that up? You don't want to do the sophomore jinx. That's what everybody's afraid of.
I know.
Will your second album slap as hard as your first album? And I think
like the sequel with a movie.
Yeah, it's kind of like hate to do this to a fellow Gemini, but with the Kendrick thing, we waited, and then Pimp a Butterfly came out, and he trying to twist it up a little bit. He was going in different. So some people received it well, and other people were like, "Nah, King, this ain't good kid.
This ain't what we came here.
This ain't what we came here for."
So that to me, it's almost like in the acting world, it's like cast type, right?
Right.
In the creative world that I'm in, I'm excited about the fact that I'm a versatile artist.
Right.
Like for me, you can't pick one of my releases and decide that sums up Brittany Soul. It's never gonna happen unless this song has like a million changes and like all kind of. It's a whole movie in a song.
Right.
But that's one thing I don't want to happen, and that's why when I drop Clear Waters, which is my upcoming project, I don't have a date yet, but it's coming.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like 2 discs. For those that understand what a disc is, 2 discs worth of material. You're gonna get you're gonna get 2 parts of a journey in one. So that way, I need you to not be able to put me in a box. I need you to be confused about what I am.
Right.
I need you to, because like even my brand here in predominantly in Southern Nevada, my brand is known by versatility. by
Mhm.
my grace, dopeness, class, but versatility. So I love when I get the calls and they say, Brittany, so do what you do. Don't talk
Yeah.
to me nice like this. Yes. If somebody needs someone to just sing, cool. If they need just spoken word, cool. But I don't want you to, or hip hop or whatever. I don't want people to put me in such a box that it's like I release my next project, which is a whole nother, it's literally like a vivid experience. It's more of a live project, the next one.
Right.
And it's not going to sound like Clear Waters.
And my thing is, if we're being creative, everything, like I said, everything deserves a sequel. And the sequel doesn't do what the first one did. It's now inviting you to a different wave, a different avenue, a different. I think most people should be open-minded. And a lot of people,
And sometimes people aren't.
they're not. It's fast
They're
food.
like, okay,
we
got
call
you
it we
in-
call it fast food music.
That's
a lot of people
good.
like to digest. I like this. I want this to do this. I want
We're
this to do
creatures
that.
of habit.
Yeah, we're creatures of habit. Instead of just, hey, I wanted to make you filet mignon this time. Like,
Absolutely.
I gave you that chicken
You gonna let
sandwich
me
last
be me
time.
or
Yeah,
no?
we're
I
gonna
mean,
hook you up.
and you know what? Your second project or your third project may appeal to different demographics, just like we're growing.
Yeah.
You know,
She's not the same Cardi no more.
you might be at
This ain't
reggae.
loving hip hop
This
Cardi.
is
This
facts.
ain't like this ain't
as she should be growing.
Yeah,
as we all should be growing.
Yeah, she's rich. Like she's reached that echelon where this second album, it's definitely not gonna be the same one.
Shouldn't.
It's gonna be different. But if she works and align herself with the same talented people, should be all right. Should be good.
It's like Uncle Luke coming out with. It'll be, I mean,
I still haven't watched Freaknik the documentary yet.
Oh man. I heard.
Hold on.
No,
please.
I heard about the Mocha Fest being similar to Freaknik.
First off, we don't need Freaknik. We TikTok out here is Freaknik. But we don't. The festivals we got right now.
TikTok
Freaknik.
at night.
But hold on. That's why you watched it. Okay, it's out, right?
I didn't know if it came out yet.
Oh, it's. I think it should be out. No, Hulu. A lot of people don't have Hulu subscriptions.
I'm borrowing someone's.
That's it. I'm done.
Listen,
I got somebody.
promise I do pay for stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. But if you could borrow, if somebody could, hey, that's why you can have my Hulu password.
Oh boy. Oh,
I got you. So I'm gonna go online tonight. I'm gonna see if it came out because I kind of want to watch it. Because that was an era. I don't want to see my mama. I want to see my auntie. So I do want to see. I do want to watch it.
Honey, listen.
He had it. But like you said, second albums, sometimes you're in a different space.
You should. I mean,
you're in a
we're
different
growing.
space.
In fact, I've already outgrown the first project, and I haven't even released it.
Right.
And I don't know how to feel about it.
Okay, I feel
we'll
you.
unpack that later.
I feel you.
Anyway.
I feel you. Like you expecting the Illmatic, but now it's gonna be like, nah.
At this
I'm
point,
I'm dropping this.
I'm feeling good about releasing it because there's that beauty. Just like when I released the book,
right?
It's like, okay, I got that out.
Okay.
Now let's move on.
Are you excited for the new Barty, Patois?
No.
Okay. Are you excited for the new Barty?
Not personally.
So I'm starting to learn that Barty's fans is a different fan base.
I think the fan base is a little confused.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. They're there though.
Because
she's being a mom, we don't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of like, what else can you talk about?
I can say this. There's one song that I like, the Be Careful of Me.
Yeah. Oh, that was her opening up.
To me, that was like, there is some maturity in there. And I mean, no disrespect, but there's some like a degree of maturity in there. And I don't know if it was the producers or the creative people that pulled it out, or if she was just like, I've been wanting to say this. Let me get it out.
That's everybody telling her what she couldn't do, and she's doing it. You know.
And I really, really appreciated that song.
Okay, I'm gonna segue into something,
Let's
and
go.
then we're gonna get into your interview. But I wanna read something, and you tell me what this sound like if you were a fan of a person.
Okay.
This is a tweet from Doja Cat. All right. Planet Her and Hot Pink were cash grabs, and y'all fell for it. Now I can go disappear somewhere and touch grass with my loved ones on an island while y'all weep for mediocre pop.
I feel like, okay, so what's the question first?
So hold on. How would that make you feel if you're a fan of Doja Cat and she said, yo, them last 2 joints that I dropped, those are cash grabs. I just threw that out there just to throw it out there. Now I'm gonna go do me. and now you can go listen to all that whack ass shit on the radio.
I think there are just, this is more of the psychology
Right.
of people, right?
Got you.
I think there are people that are upset about something
Mhm.
and they talk out the side of their neck.
Right.
And then I think there are people that have had arguments and heated conversations about
Right.
something before it happens.
Got you.
And then when it happens, it's like,
Okay.
see, like proving my point.
Got you.
It's to me,
Mhm.
it sounds like the latter.
Okay.
It sounds like there was an argument, there was a discussion somewhere
Mhm.
about what's hot, what's not, what's commercial, what's not, what's
Right.
conscious, what's not. And
This is Doja Cat, by the way.
and no, but I mean in the industry.
But I know what you mean.
Period.
I know what you mean.
I think
Yeah.
there's these conversations, and it's always an ongoing kind of like underground versus commercial or mainstream or whatever. But yeah, I think she meant that. But I
feel she meant it.
I think she meant that, and I think it was a conversation. It
Yeah.
came from a conversation.
Got you.
That's
Got
what
you.
I think.
Patois. What does that sound like to you?
I don't really have any comments.
So the reason I brought it up is because I'm trying to think. I've never seen like a Rihanna. I've never seen them talk greasy like about their projects. I've never seen that like that before.
Like in that way.
In that way, just say those were cash grabs. Like I just threw that
They
out
felt
there.
that. Some of them have felt that way. I bet you.
Okay.
I bet you. Sometimes as a creator, I had an opportunity when I was 16.
Yeah.
With a major label, and I did not want to do what they wanted me to do.
Right.
Of course, here I am working HR in the corporate world and also a creative doing my thing,
Right.
and whatnot too. But who knows what could have happened if I would have chosen that.
Absolutely.
I know people, I've helped people to get their big ticket, write their demos, help them, whatever. And when they get in those positions and they get these deals signed, some of them are so unhappy.
I got
They're
you.
like, I'm not doing what I want to do.
This isn't what
I feel like you're just painting me and putting these clown clothes on me.
industry plant.
Absolutely.
Industry plant.
Absolutely. So I feel like sometimes even if an artist does want to go a different direction,
Do you feel, well, damn, that kind of segues into something else?
Go ahead.
Because when she came out, she was a cow. She made weird music, and then she kind of knocked it back. You know, she got the Sweetie tracks, she got the tracks with Tyga. She did the necessary tracks that needed to get on the radio.
That's what they'll tell you to do.
So she probably was like, now that I shaved my head and I look like a cat at the Met Gala, those are cash grabs. I did that. I'm being me right now.
You're not supposed to admit it then. I mean, it's
kind of wild that she
it's
said
against code
to just be like, yo, those are cash grabs, yo.
Yeah.
Like y'all fell for that. Like, thanks.
Okay, but what do you want us to say as fans at this point? Like when you just insult our intelligence.
Maybe they like it when they artists keep it real with them like that. Like keep it a
Fair.
full buck. She kept it a full buck.
You know what? Some people do. Some
Yeah.
people do.
They like it. And then they probably didn't even phase the same way they don't phase like Patois was like, I could care less. You know what I'm saying? Imagine a fan of her like, I feel that. They felt like cash grabs, girl.
But I don't know what to say.
Definitely. Now, would you ever tweet something like that?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Would you ever allow people?
Can I now? Ooh, wait.
Would you ever say it, verbalize? Hey guys, thanks for capping those cash grabs.
Actually,
appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go on the Cayman Islands next week. Thanks to y'all.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
About this question.
Okay.
So when Lauryn Hill released MTV, the Unplugged project,
right?
And she basically was like, I'm not gonna say she was, but some people felt she was discrediting all of the work she did before that.
Absolutely.
Or like a lot of the work because of the standards she had to keep and the people she was trying to please and all of the things, the fallacies related to what she, okay. It's not that she didn't discredit all her work, but some people felt that way. Do you feel like this was summed up into a tweet, but it probably has played out that way?
I think so. I think, like you said, there is definitely like that background chatter that already got to her, and she was feeling stanky, so she was like, nah,
yeah, I wouldn't tweet that.
Let me speak my truths, but it's in Twitter, and you tweeted it. It's forever now.
Yeah.
Like that's what you put out there. So either y'all staying on board or y'all not staying on board. I'm taking
it a different direction.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of ways you can say things.
Right. What she did say, she vocalized. She said, yo, I'm going to be doing hip hop moving forward. I'm going to be rhyming. I'm going to get back to what I like to do. So she probably definitely exposed herself. You're right. Maybe somebody was pushing her in this direction. Hey, put this wig on, do that,
do this, do
yeah,
that.
yeah, do that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, creatives, when it comes, because people will tell you in a heartbeat, it's the business, it's the business. Okay, but you know what? Some of my success, or some of my versions of success in my mind, are fulfilling who I authentically am, like who I
Definitely.
truly am. If I really want to talk about this or that or whatever, like there's a compromise. Okay, fair. But if
Mhm.
I'm robbed of everything that I feel is authentic to me, eventually it's gonna be a job you go to.
I got you. I got say less. Say less. All right. Well, we are at episode 19.
Whoop, whoop.
God bless. We here. We here. What I want to do, obviously, is we always say the title of the episode, which was Sing. AKA what that soul do.
I love it.
We got 2 days
What
for this
that soul
episode.
do.
I want to give the floor to you. I want to ask you a few questions
Okay.
about how you got started. Like at what age did you go, I'm dope with poetry, I'm dope with singing? Like, what got you into where you at right now, and obviously what's next, honestly, for you?
Absolutely no. I come from a musical family, so singing always.
Got you.
Always been a poet, actually, believe it or
Okay.
not. And I say that because in 2008, around 2007, 2008 is when I decided to be the versatile artist that I am now.
Got
I
you.
was not always a spoken word artist. I
Mhm.
was always a poet, and
Right.
there is a difference. So
What's the difference?
yeah, let's talk about it. So you can write poetry
Right.
for people to read or speak or share, whatever, but that can make you a poet. And poet doesn't always mean rhyme and all of that. That's a layer. But you can be a poet without being a spoken word artist. A spoken word artist, or performance and presentation aspect, it's I guess you could say the presentation is no different than a singer or hip hop artist, or another genre.
Right.
It is the performance art, in addition to you actually sharing what you got to share,
Got you.
So I became, and what happened is, I'm going to tell you how I got my name. I did not choose it.
I like your name.
I would take credit if I could, and I appreciate that. I
Yeah.
love it, but I didn't choose it. I can't take credit.
Right.
So what happened is, I was singing a part of different bands and everything, and had my he's now my middle child. So I had one of my first son.
Right.
Took some time off. I told the band I want to take some time off, regroup, whatever. And when I decided to come back into performing again, I met with my girl, who's a legend in Las Vegas, DJ Duop Rose.
Mhm.
And I was like, hey, this is like 07, 08. I'm like, hey, I want to get back into the scene. But I'm not going to go by my nickname. My nickname growing up was Skittles.
No.
I knew the laughter was coming. We're going to have a verses right now. Anyway, shut up.
Skittles.
So
Tropical.
The purple pack is the
Or
best.
the berry,
Bro,
the berries, the berry
the
Skittles.
purple,
The
the purple. No, but yeah. So it was, I like literally all through school I could write Skittles on my paper. My teachers
Right.
were completely fine with that. They called me Skittles too.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. So I'm talking to Duop, and I'm like, I don't want to go by my nickname, so I don't have a name yet. In the meantime, just put me on these flyers, just put Brittany S, right?
Yeah.
So at the time there was another artist who was like emceeing this event. So the event was called She's Dope. She's like, come do my show, whatever. Right. And that show, I decided I had a beatboxer who was going to help me open. He went on to do great things. I performed with a celloist. Like, I literally mixed it up where I start off speaking a poem, then he starts dropping like beatboxing, then I go into spitting, then I go into singing, and I literally and I just decided that's what I was going to do. Well, while we were outside right before the show, before it was my time to go up, the host and the DJ were like, yeah, Brittany S, but you're like soulful, and just like you need another name. And I was like, well,
that's where
I'll think about it. Right? No, this is not conclusive.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, I know. I'll think about it. So the flyers, I still have the flyer to this day. Brittany S. Right? She gets ready to introduce me. She does not check with me to find out what I want to be called. She says, she literally gets, it's a whole new element and new.
Yeah.
Brittany Soul.
There you go.
So the crowd lights up
She gave you
because
the
they
flavor.
knew I was
She
performing.
Flavor Flaved you.
Listen,
She gave me the
Linda.
Flavor Flav nickname.
And so the crowd knew who I was because I was singing before that.
right.
But after this experience, I wake up the next day all over Facebook, all over social media. Hey, Miss Soul, Brittany Soul, da da da. I'm like, you know what?
That's all it takes.
That's that, and the rest is history. The
That's
rest is
all it takes.
absolute history. So I am nominated for my 15th award.
I saw that.
And the thing about that is these awards are for different things, and I love that. Some are spoken word, some are like lyricists, some are singing, like some are like all in one. And
Congrats to
thank you.
Congratulations.
I'm just, the journey has been one.
Yeah. I'm journeying. My journey has been journeying.
It has been. And if I could just say, as far as the journey, there is an interview I did.
Yeah.
I think it was like 08. Oh, yeah. In my dining room with my ex-husband at the time. Right.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, well, what does Brittany Soul represent and all of that? And I went into what I intended. And I literally say it's going to be. And so show producing during the pandemic, show producing right before the pandemic hit at the Rio here in Las Vegas.
Right.
I went back to footage and I'm literally doing and speaking and fulfilling the things I wanted to be and do and share back in 08. So I feel like I'm really fulfilling my purpose.
Manifestation is a beautiful
it's
thing.
a thing. Be intentional.
Yeah, be intentional. Know where you want to go,
Yeah.
and
grow into it.
You're gonna get there. We all read The Secret. I'm hoping everybody read The
Yeah.
Secret here. You put all three of the things, or you put everything you want to accomplish on the
That's-
refrigerator or right in your face,
Goals.
and you will meet those. There's nothing that can literally stop you. Nobody can stop you. Your brain ain't gonna stop you.
You can stop you if you choose to.
You the only one stopping
if you choose to.
Definitely.
That's good. Yeah.
Now, I hate to be this person. But I got you here. And it would be nice to just get a small sample
Okay.
of some Brittany Soul.
You want to get a little something?
Just a little sample.
All right,
A little
cool.
sample.
Can I start a cipher?
Yeah, we could do whatever you like. We can do whatever you like. The
of us?
act accordingly audience will
Act
love
accordingly.
it. Yeah, we fit in the sang accordingly up in here. Or we're gonna do some poetry.
Let's
accordingly.
poetrize.
Let's poetrize.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's poetrize.
Okay.
I will do. Go ahead.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna do this poem called "He Is Pure Poetry."
Okay.
And so what I'm a hopeful romantic. I'm a very like love is my favorite topic. All of that. My book is called The Key of Love with Brittany Soul.
Let me see that thing.
Yes. So you better take a picture. So the topics that I talk about are everything from the warm and fuzzy parts of love, but also the cold pricklies, like forgiving, loving again, all of that, right? So
all the levels.
One thing that I usually share before doing He Is Pure Poetry is that one, your self-talk is imperative.
Mm-hmm.
What you're speaking over yourself, what you're believing, just like we were talking about, right? Your intentions. But the people that you are around and the way they speak and how responsible they are with their words is also important. Because if somebody is like real loose and irresponsible and reckless with their mouth,
right,
but they're in your life, what do you think your life's going to look like? So anyway, that's my preface. So the person I trust to speak into my life, he wields words like weapons, yet I have never felt more safe. Nothing about his mouth is reckless. Verb arsenal's healthy and in great shape. His emotional IQ is astounding, and his voice aligns the fine hairs of my nape. He wields words trustworthily. So with pleasure, I engage unscathed. So like he crafts consonants with critical care, he riffs rhymes responsibly, so rare even as ellipses. Affirm that he speaks very consciously. He inspires me to build bold bodies of bars, brick by brick. But when it's his turn to speak again, I ignite and melt like fat wicks. It's attractive, but he wields words like weapons. Yet I have never felt more safe. Nothing about his mouth is reckless. Verb arsenals are healthy and in great shape. His emotional IQ is astounding, and his voice aligns the fine hairs of my nape. He wields words trustworthily. So with pleasure, I engage unscathed. And usually some people understand when I put it like this. So when I say he like packs cacophony into sarcophagi guy, formulates light like algebra. My brain licks its fingers like pie. He's high key cooler than a haiku. I consume his thoughts like Thai food. Catch contact highs like haboob. Such a fly dude doesn't try to, and he wields words like weapons.
Okay.
Yet I have never felt more safe. Nothing about his mouth is reckless. Verb arsenal's healthy and in great shape. His emotional IQ is astounding, and his voice aligns the fine hairs of my nape. He wields words trustworthily, and that's why, with pleasure, I engage unscathed. So he is pure poetry.
Hey, I heard that. I heard that.
Thank you.
Yeah, very, very beautiful. Very nice, nicely put. Nicely put. You went into like a different mode. Just
hello. You gonna feel this energy through the screen.
Yo, I appreciate that. That was dope. That was dope. It's not a lot where we get the chance to. I think the last time I got a chance to do like the spoken word thing, I think it was at Classic Jewel downtown.
I've hosted there for
plenty
a while
of time.
too,
All right, got you. I am shocked I haven't seen you down there.
Because you know why? I think that was like during the pandemic when a
Yeah.
lot of places and venues were closed.
Yeah.
I was still working.
Got you.
Like that was the
You were
first.
essential.
Listen,
We all essential.
But I'm telling you, like it was like the first time where I'm like hosting and curating an event regularly where we got to turn a lot of people away because capacity issues.
Right.
So of course they want to walk past the owner of the venue. Let me speak to Brittany Soul. Like Brittany Soul has.
It's
I'm
wild.
a fork up a chair out my purse.
I feel like that time frame was just so crazy. Like you can only have this amount of people.
It was wild.
You can't touch
I felt
stuff. Yeah.
bad because the nurturing person was like, "No,
Come.
but I don't have nowhere to sit, and I'm hosting it. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
But I'll say that I was working during that time, and I had to like ask for a break for 4 months until I got one.
I got you.
Which was a blessing in ways. I ain't gonna.
Definitely. Now, what's next? Like, what's next for your path, for your journey?
I'm gonna say as far as events, I'm gonna be performing on a yacht again this Sunday for Mother's Day.
Yachtings. Okay, let's go. Yachtings.
I love it. It's out at Lake Las Vegas. I love it. I've done that several times. I'm excited about it every time. But as far as like musically and just creative aspect where I'm going right now, Brittany Soul is in like drive. To get this Clear Waters project done. Yes, I got 7 new titles for books. Okay. Yes, I got additional albums in mind. Okay. But right now, I feel like all the adversity that all the life, all the experience, in addition to blood, sweat, tears, and money and gas, but the experience, meaning I had to live out some of these songs and these pieces, these inclusions in order for them to be ready. So I feel like now we're shifting into a space where this next year is going to be pivotal.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm looking to release some new music and art. That's what I got.
I got you. That sounds bright. That sounds fruitful. It sounds like you got it. You got that. You got that. And the best thing is, I'm a support that.
I appreciate that.
I'm a support because I was driving here and I'm just bumping your catalog, which she has beautiful music on Spotify, y'all. Just to let y'all know.
Spotify.
Definitely. What That Soul Do just happened to be my favorite track. Yeah. It hit me in a different way.
Hello.
But
okay, let's go.
But I'm looking forward to seeing what's next.
Yeah, you're gonna love some of the stuff coming. So I will make sure to keep you guys tuned in here to Act Accordingly.
Got you.
You know, on what's coming. We're gonna have some more singles coming. We're gonna have some poetry singles. We're gonna have some hip hop, and we're gonna have some that mix it up. Because I'm like that aspect of poetry. I'm both people. I'm like, we're gonna combine some things.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of combinations.
You know?
Yeah, it's
combination fried rice.
Yeah.
I say that whenever someone says combination. Sorry.
Definitely.
And I don't even like combination fried rice.
Man, no, that's my jam. I call
Give
it
me my shrimp.
Yo, I call it the house rice. Let me get that house special fried rice. Let me get that.
With all the teams.
All the things. I need the duck sauce. I need the yellow mustard. I need all the sauces. Now, don't be stingy. Don't be
I just
shy.
want chili oil.
Definitely the chili oil.
Let's go.
All right, so this is the part where we're gonna dive into a couple more topics, and then we're gonna say farewell to y'all. But you graced us with a good sample, and towards the end, we're gonna find out where you at. We're gonna stay plugged in with you. We're gonna stay tapped in with you. All right, let's talk about Tory Lanez. I feel like this podcast has talked about Tory Lanez before.
Yeah. I think everybody's talking about Tory Lanez.
I found it really interesting.
Yeah, talk to us. Tell us the news.
Tory Lanez was denied a new trial
behind what occurred with
Maggie. So my thing is, we all felt evidence was kind of tainted. Something wasn't right. Stories wasn't matching up.
Stories were definitely.
But when it comes down to it, it's all about what you can prove. Whatever evidence they got on this man, it must be powerful because they're not even giving him a new trial. When you first heard about all of that stuff that happened with him, do you feel like he would have possibly been innocent in some type of way, even with how she got injured, how she got hurt, all that?
So the jury in my mind is out on that. I don't know that I don't know if I'm ever going to bring him back in, but I will say that when it first occurred, I immediately thought something public, some type of publicity. Right. This is what I initially thought. I didn't initially think, oh, dang, wow, and just took it for face value.
Right.
So my skepticism regarding all of it made it easier when all of these stories and these different things came out. I was like, I really don't know what to believe. I will say this much. That's tough. That's what I got. that's
all I'm gonna say verdict. All I'm gonna say is at one point, I honestly thought there might be a version to this story that might be different, where
that
Tory
we haven't heard
that Tory didn't do this or something, like, or this was weird, like something. But then as it continued, I was like, wait, nah. They got him. he's definitely got for a reason. He's there for a reason. They got him. And just that little update of like, nah, no new trial. We definitely don't like it when Canadians come over here doing the most is like, yeah, definitely.
The whole example and all that too.
So right now he's facing 9.
Okay.
9 years down.
I wouldn't want to face 9 days personally.
Yeah, first off, he's been in there too long, but 9 years prison time. Like, that's wild. But my thing is consequences.
Let me ask you this though.
Yep.
And I know that when this topic comes up, but do you think the cultural background plays a role, especially in the celebrity, especially
because they pursued it. They wanted to pursue that case. They wanted that case. They were like, yeah, we gotta get him out of there. That's
what I'm saying. Like, do you think like
this wasn't the one where you could sweep it away?
Was he from, if he was from a different culture, do you think it would be 9? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Absolutely. 1000%. I think this would have already been dropped already. This would already be done. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's some people aren't exempt from the systemic problems. Yeah. That's some people are, some people aren't. I'm gonna say it just like that. I find it funny that the justice system works differently sometimes in certain cases. It really does for different individuals.
Absolutely. It could be the same situation with multiple. Yeah, absolutely.
Most definitely.
I don't know. I just know that if you want to ask Patois.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna ask Patois.
But I'll only say that I really do hope what really happened is righted, however that can be. So that's what I'm gonna say.
Patois, denied a new trial? Are we saying, are we just at a point where we just think Tory's guilty? There's no way there was innocence involved in whatever happened, whether he didn't even get a chance to speak at his trial. That's another thing. That's kind of it's weird to me. So how we feeling?
That's not just.
Do we feel like this is justice, or do we feel,
especially with the best friend being what we're
thank you.
Retracting,
inconsistent.
But what went wrong with this in terms of now no new trial? What does that mean? Does that mean like they got something on this man, or
he didn't piss somebody off, so he's not getting help that he would have got?
I think that's probably a fair assessment.
The first piss off I think he did was
first piss off.
Yeah, no, because it was like a back and forth thing, like the house arrest or something. He just kept doing a series of things. It was like when Meek kept like being in front of the judge, and Meek kept getting in trouble. He's like, "Meek, what you doing?" Like, and then he ultimately went in and came back out, and now he's chill. It was like the Tory Lanez kind of like was creating like his own rap sheet.
Can I ask a question about that? I'm very big on being able to express and speak for myself, right?
Right.
Obviously there was a journey for that, but if you had some things to say and you're not allowed to speak,
would
you be a little irritated?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I am.
It's unconstitutional. I thought he was able to get a legal process, and I felt like his process in the beginning actually wasn't fair. Like they stopped him from speaking. They didn't even give him a chance to really. And that was the trial we were all waiting for. It's the one we were like, this is the one, and then it kind of got wrapped up really quickly. Like no, we're done. We don't want to hear anything else. We already came to a conclusion.
It's
so
tough, man.
So
I wonder if in reality, in like low-key reality, I wonder if him and Megan are in communication.
No, absolutely not. No. Yeah, she know not to even play like that.
Okay, because I'm like, sometimes people
now I know
I
know Tori and the best friend was still in communication up until a certain point.
Yeah.
So definitely. I'm gonna segue into somebody else that's 1000% guilty. Your boy Trumpito. We talk about 1 minute. Yeah, okay. Trumpito, he just did a city hall, or I guess the stuff that you do on CNN when you get interviewed and you have a town hall. That's what they call it.
Whatever.
Two things he didn't that stood out to me. He spoke about the war in Ukraine, which he said if I was in office, that would already be shut down because obviously Putin is his homeboy. Whatever. The second thing is the one that grabbed me because he just recently was found guilty for the sexual assault to the lady that actually was able to prove it.
Speak.
There we go.
I saw what you did.
Definitely. But I feel you because I feel like, man, whenever charges get brought up to him or accusation, he's just able to slide between the raindrops. Yeah. So the fact that he was able to get away with that, I said, man, why ain't nobody been able to catch this man? But now we're starting to see the energy, the karma is spinning the block for Trumpito.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
First, you use the money to do what you did with old girl. The hush money loud.
Hush puppies.
Definitely. Now you actually being found guilty for something. Now
it's different. Yeah.
They're finally trying to catch him for stuff. They're trying to get him, on top of the stuff he did on Capitol Hill, which he orchestrated and he didn't do anything to calm that down. Yeah. Where I'm going with this is he was given an opportunity to scale something notorious back and he still didn't scale it back. He was asked at this town hall, hey, if you could take back that statement where you say you can grab a woman by her, whatever, would you? And you know what he said? He said no. He said, I feel like what I stated is true. When you are a level of celebrity, you are able to have access to grab whatever you like.
Can I ask you a question? I don't know how much time we have.
We got time.
Okay.
We got time.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So two things.
Right.
One is sometimes people say art imitates reality. Sometimes people say reality imitates art. I happen to believe in both, right? At different times. Almost cyclical. But with that being said,
right,
when comedians point out what is happening, not what's ideal,
right,
but what is happening, right? Oh, this is what's going on in the world today. It doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't mean we should agree with it. They're just stating the fact that this is going on. Do you think Trump is trying to do that? How Kanye did the whole conversation about one of the controversial.
Understandable.
Yep. Like I'm not saying I agree. I'm just saying this is what it was. And
I felt like his explanation for it was that he said, "Hey, look."
Like
he always got his hands up.
Like
he always does his
you gotta pinch.
He's like, "Hey, look." He'd be like, "Hey, look. I'm not saying it's right.
You better do it.
I'm not saying it's wrong. All I'm saying is,
but why are you not saying it's wrong, sir? Sit down.
It's like, bro, you already said what you said. Yeah. You said, man,
you
just
said
roll up on him and grab him.
He's like, well, and it's not uncommon for people to try to justify and explain. Oh, well, this is what I meant, but you're saying he ain't even do it. It's not even coming across that way.
I feel like any opportunity where he gets a chance to come clean or admit he's
or
wrong,
to talk at all,
I feel like Trump ego is that level where I'm not taking that back. I said what I said. I said what I said. You feel me? So yeah, not feeling Trumpito. Not feeling Trumpito at all. I hope if he gets found guilty for everything he's doing wrong. Definitely. You want to take Bill Cosby away for us? Take Trump. Keep that same energy since these accusations. You've been ignoring the accusations so long. I'm glad y'all entertaining them now. Definitely. And then my last topic for this evening, and we are all parents in this room.
Okay.
Our kids behave, right? Patois, do your kids behave?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay, got you. We got great kids. We don't have criminals, right? Got you. We are also trained to tell our kids to protect themselves at all times, right?
Mhm.
Got you. A Tennessee girl pepper sprayed her teacher. First off, before we even tell you the reason why she did that, is that right?
It does depend on why. If it's a violation of like child abuse and such, which does happen unfortunately,
Got you.
there are circumstances where it may have been a defense mechanism that's justifiable.
The teacher took her phone, confiscated her phone,
So you pepper spray your teacher?
pepper sprayed the teacher.
This is what we doing?
We are in 2023, y'all. This is where we're at
Welcome.
now. This is where this is what our children are doing to the teachers.
Why?
Nah,
Why?
pepper spray. That don't you think that's a little excessive?
Yeah. You think? I mean, do you and your friends play around with it? Like what? How
But
did
she
we,
had it
how
ready
did we
to go.
Get here?
So
How did
obviously
we get here?
obviously she must have been doing something in class. She was unruly, but we only got we
only get glimpses.
you know the internet only shows you what they show you. But give me my phone, give me my phone, give me my phone. After you get about 4 give me my phones, she was done. She was like, yeah, nah, he gonna run my phone. Which, by the way, he still held on to the phone after being sprayed. He took it like a G. He did
You
land.
ain't getting
He,
his phone, but
he
listen,
did get
I can't
he
see.
got brought to his knees. He did one of the
But you ain't getting his phone
But
back.
he was like this. Hey, but you pepper sprayed me.
I'm
though?
gonna say this much:
Yeah.
and if this is little known fact, I've done sub support with the school district.
Okay.
One of the I spent a week in-house suspension in high school, and I was not supposed to be left alone without a teacher. Do you know I had these kids in there with a freestyle cipher? But that's beside the point. I challenged them to write future letters to themselves, and the stuff that they are dealing with in this day and age.
I see videos all the time. These teachers, hey, they
If
don't
got
get
their work. They don't get paid.
they
enough.
don't get paid enough, and
It's
I
deep.
see these kids are different.
I just spent 2 days at a high school performing for their poetry section in the English department. When I tell you, even their challenge is to write about something that affects them. They're going through a lot. So on the other side of that same coin,
right?
not all of them are coping well, as we didn't always, right?
Understandable.
So some of the defenses and all of that seem like they're highly stimulated, but some of these kids are being bullied, and sometimes the bullies are the teachers.
Right.
I don't know.
I've seen videos.
I don't agree with the pepper spray.
I don't agree with he was definitely the teacher that ain't gonna hit you. He ain't the teacher that's gonna hit you back. I felt like that man didn't deserve a pepper spray.
Yeah, I don't
but
think
it could
anybody
have.
didn't.
But imagine if it was a male, not a female. What if it was an aggressive teenager? Like, yo, you ain't gonna confiscate my phone. That's not what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we already have issues already with weapons in school, guns in school.
Yeah,
I just think about
it's still violence. If
I
you
still
think
feel
about
like
it,
the escalation, the lean on me of all of this. Like it gets wild to me.
It does.
It gets wild to me, and I feel like, yeah, it wasn't a gun. It was still pepper spray,
but it was
it's
still violence.
It's still a weapon. So my thing is, what are we gonna do now with this girl? Is she going to jail? It's on camera because we record everything. We in the World Star.
I'm sure something is gonna come from to be a lot bigger than
because
her.
that's definitely you assaulted a whole person.
Yeah.
Whether we
however you
you want to take it. Patois, do you feel you get called up to school, one of your children pepper sprayed the substitute teacher, not even the real teacher, the sub.
Subs do not get treated well enough.
How we feel it? Do you need to know the whole story, or we just automatically, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, I'm gonna need the whole story.
Okay.
Period.
Got you.
These teachers, but I need the whole story, and then if they're in the wrong, that's your ass.
Yeah.
Amen. Beat your kids. Don't beat them back. Hey, we're not calling the number. What they always say, like, I'm gonna call the number on you. No, not to, yeah. Not until you get the number called on you. But honestly, man, structure.
It's I mean I don't even know where to go with that, because teachers are humans, and humans that have kids themselves often, and that doesn't mean that their parenting and the way that they carry themselves as an adult is always ideal too.
Right.
Like if you're the type of person that teaches your kids go fight this, go do this, handle this with violence, and then you go become a substitute or a teacher or whatever. I'm not saying that was the case in this, but I'm saying it's such a gray area in the sense of who's wrong when we don't always know what's going on. Like the poetry event, there was a girl that came up to us. She was, they opened the floor for Q&A for the poets that participated. There's only 3 or 4 of us.
Right.
One of the girls came up and flat out said, what encouragement or motivation would you give me if I want to write about my bullies?
Right.
It was a delicate conversation because at the end of the day, some of these students that we're talking to, the teachers are already on the verge of like sending somebody out for a well check.
It's on both sides. Whether the teachers are stressed,
teachers are stressed,
kids are beyond
There's
stressed.
many more of the students than the teachers.
Even children's suicide, which a lot of people try not to talk about, or you don't even understand. It's deep. Like, so whatever she was going through, she was like, nah. You violating me, but you're basically,
it's still
boundaries. Schools, you sitting on a powder keg basically, and it can explode at any time. It only takes but one little episode, and you got a little explosion on your hand. So, Tennessee girl, put the pepper spray away. There's other ways to get this stuff de-escalated. We don't got to pepper spray the teacher. Nah,
online.
Definitely. I'm ending today's show on a somber note, but we're gonna send prayers. We're gonna send energy to the Allen, Texas shooting, which 8 people lost their lives. We want to definitely just say, on behalf of Act Accordingly, you definitely don't want to ever go to the mall where you're just shopping and then you're getting gunned down, innocent people to gun violence. I feel like most of all of our shows, we try to tackle everything that happens as it happens, but it's getting just a little bit more sickening that the world is like this, definitely. So prayers extended to the Allen, Texas shooting. So that was Act Accordingly. We are done.
Yeah.
Brittany Soul,
thanks for having me.
Definitely. You are more than welcome. Thank you so much for even stopping by. That was beyond the highest of the high, and you blessed us with that beautiful sample. We needed something, and you delivered in spades. Thank you so much. Definitely.
And I don't know how to play spades.
Whoa.
I know.
Inside that book, let me see your black card. Let me get it. Let me grab it.
Every time.
And then well, guess what? If it makes you feel better, I don't know how to play spades either.
You heard it first, people. You heard it
Patois?
first.
Me neither. I'm actually creating an event behind that too.
Let's get it. The
So
spades event.
We're gonna get a multicolored card.
Yeah. Our black cards is gone. The minute you say you don't know how to play spades, everybody in the room.
The disrespect.
Like,
yes.
What's happening?
It escalates so quickly.
Definitely. So we like to start off with, where can we find you? Where can we find you, Brittany Soul? Brittany S. Where can we find you?
The best place to find me is BrittanySoul.com because my socials are connected there.
Love it.
Yeah.
And not easy.
And I'm not on TikTok as it stands right now because I'm one of those people that likes to be like active on only so many social medias at a time. I know that sounds crazy, but I was being tagged and hashtagged as Brittany Soul on Instagram before I had one.
Right.
And somebody kept trying to pressure me, like, get your name before someone else takes it. But I was like, let me go to Black Planet and deactivate my.
I'm sorry. Did you say Black Planet? I'm sorry.
I said, let me close these 2 MySpace accounts before I get on Instagram. Okay.
What a beautiful time to be alive. We were programmers. I don't know why people.
Coding.
We were coding HTML code. We were coders.
Listen.
I used to have it down to a science.
Oh, you
like
knew.
when you got into my page, certain music will begin. And yeah, man, I had it cooked with the stickers.
What to do.
Stop it.
You knew what to do.
So you got all your bases. Patois, where can we find you? And thank you so much for participating today.
Of course, follow me, Rach the Gem, on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok. Follow Press Play Vegas.
Please follow Press Play Vegas.
Instagram. Go on the website. Listen to us on iHeart. Okay.
Nice.
And follow the Patois.
Coming soon, Patois Poppy. It's coming soon. She got her alter ego site coming soon. Yeah, well, the alter ego page, I should say. Definitely. Guys, I'm horrible. I changed my name again on IG, but this one, it's easy. So I want you guys to find me, D Brown, at BKLVD Brown. That's it. At IG, you can find me, definitely. And of course, you can find our show, Act Accordingly, the Act Accordingly podcast, on YouTube, please. iHeart coming soon. Don't
nice.
guys, follow us, kick it with us, like, subscribe, catch
I
a
enjoy
vibe.
myself.
We are
yeah.
definitely here. We are available. Obviously, we promote with Press Play as well. So in conjunction with Press Play. And then that's it. And if you want to catch up with Jay, the official Jay Alonzo,
Hi,
he's
Jay.
yeah, Jay, we miss you. The official Jay Alonzo at IG. He's also the same name on Snapchat. I'm Hennessy Poppy on Snapchat as well. But on Facebook, I'm Deval Brown. So catch me, vibe with me, chat with me. And that's Act Accordingly. So whatever is happening in your life, whatever you are going through, just remember, sang. Talk to your soul. Ask what your soul do.
Hello. And ask what other people's soul do that want to be connected. So
definitely. And please act accordingly.